Hi everyone, this is Dr. Chhoda with Ignition Time and welcome to my channel. I want you to know that I greatly appreciate you. My goal is to present you with the truth wherever the truth might lead us. My name is Dr. Chhoda with Ignition Time and welcome to my channel. This has been a very eventful day. There are two sets of individuals who will look at this scenario. One is, I believe the normal day-to-day individual, the normal day-to-day American among us, individuals who are. This channel is about the country, the economy, and the money. But there are individuals who are struggling to put food on the table. My fellow Americans are struggling to keep the lights on, struggling to pay rent. And for us, it's a simple question of when am I going to get the $600 stimulus check, or am I going to get the $2,000 stimulus check? And then there are individuals who look at the bill painstakingly. What's in the bill? What's in the bill? When is the bill going to take effect? I have news for you. There is another type of individuals who play games, individuals who make these moves, these maneuvers, individuals who torpedo the whole thing, individuals who sabotage the whole thing before it begins. This bill from the Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell is designed to fail. Is it a sham bill? That depends. That depends on your interpretation of a sham. Is it a bill that is likely to fail on the floor of the Senate? Unfortunately, yes. You come to my channel because you want the truth. You want me to give you the honest truth. I'm not going to lead. I'm not going to lead you on and then try and analyze the bill and tell you what's in it. I'll show you the bill, but I think this bill is not worth analyzing because it is designed to fail. Let me give our viewers and subscribers a quick recap of where things stand right now. Before I show you the bill, I have the bill here. But before I show you the bill that was released by the Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, and by the way, you'll find the bill in the description section below. So look in the description section below of the video, and if you don't see it, refresh the page. So you'll see the bill in the description section below. It's a 16-page bill, but what's important is not analyzing what's in those 16 pages. What's important here is analyzing the big picture and the end game. Keep in mind, whenever you look at a situation, there is an individual who looks at what's on the surface. But you come to my channel because you want information about what's happening at a high level, and that is what I want to help our viewers and subscribers understand. Because I think when we understand things at a high level, then we can make a more educated decisions and we don't get played. I hope you understand what I'm saying, because what a lot of these politicians do is they simply play us as citizens. So here's what's going on. The president wants $2,000 stimulus checks. That much is clear. The president wants a repeal of Section 230, which essentially gives tech companies a lot of protection. The president is not happy with the results of the election, so the president wants that looked into. So here's what the Democrats want. The Democrats want the $2,000 stimulus checks, but they want to have nothing to do with the repeal of Section 230, and they could care less about investigations into election malpractices because they believe there is none. So what does the Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell do in this situation? It's very evident that the Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell gave some sort of an assurance to the president. Keep in mind, Lindsey Graham golfed with the president in order to be able to get the president to change his mind on the stimulus bill. I will be releasing a video on our channel talking about what made the president change his mind about the $900 billion stimulus bill, and how did he end up signing the bill. It was because Lindsey Graham rushed to Mar-a-Lago in Florida, to Palm Beach, and then essentially talked with the president, hung out with him, played a few shots, talked. The president was on the phone, hung out with him, played a few shots, talked. This is true. This is what actually happened. And then, that combined with the U.S. Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin, who, by the way, was in Mexico at the time at his vacation home in Mexico, and the House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy, who, believe it or not, had to undergo surgery, had to go through general anesthesia for elbow surgery. So we have Kevin McCarthy hanging out in California. The Senator Lindsey Graham, who flew to Mar-a-Lago, to Florida, to hang out with the president, play golf with him, and the U.S. Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin in Mexico. So you have these individuals from different parts of the Western Hemisphere talking to and trying to convince the president to sign the bill, and the president changed his mind and signed the bill. But then he did it only. By the way, Rob Portman from Ohio, we got to give this guy Rob Portman props, okay? Here's why. Nobody knows this. Rob Portman suggested to the president that the president should provide a list of rescissions. In other words, the president is like, I don't like this, I don't like that, I don't like this, I don't like that, and send that to Congress. But guess what? He sent that list of rescissions to Congress, and House Democrats were like, we don't care. Now, why am I telling you all this? I'm telling you all this because the president ended up sending this list of rescissions, like I said. And then, as part of the deal that the president got to sign the $900 billion stimulus package, it's very clear that he received a promise, an assurance. There's no such thing as a guarantee with politicians, okay? The word guarantee doesn't exist, but a promise, an assurance, which, by the way, means different things to different people. I can assure you I'll do something, but that doesn't mean that I end up doing it. You see what I'm saying? But then if you look at the president's language said that the Congress would start the process of doing three things. So guess what? The Senate Majority Leader started the process. And this is the culmination of that process. Now, this is extremely important. The Senate Majority Leader in one bill has combined the $2,000 stimulus checks going from $600 to $2,000, which I'll show you. The repeal of Section 230, which I'll show you in this bill, which, by the way, is going to be dead on arrival with the Democrats, and also a commission to investigate election fraud, which, I don't know what the Democrats feel about that. My opinion is they could care less. The bottom line is the Democrats are not likely to support this, which means this is going to be dead on arrival in the Senate. So I will spend 30 seconds looking at this bill, this 16-page bill, which is as valuable as toilet paper. Yes, I said that. This bill is as valuable as toilet paper. All right, guys, you like that? You like my attempt at humor? But seriously, guys, so let's take a quick look at what the Senate Majority Leader has proposed here. And let's take a look at Section 1, increase in the rebates going from $600 to $2,000. Okay, I won't do that anymore. The Section 2 is repeal of Section 230, which, I think very few people care about that. And then, did I skip past Section 3? This is how interested I am in this bill. I'm just skipping past it because I don't even care to read it. Where is Section 3? Guys, if you want to read it, be my guest. But, if you want to print it and use it for something else, be my guest. Oh, I guess I skipped past Section. Oh, where is Section 3? Clearly, this bill is a high priority for me. Section 3 was that committee to investigate, potential election fraud. There it is. Ta-da! Section 3, Bipartisan Advisory Committee. And that is how much time I'm going to spend on this bill. Now, here's the end game, guys. The Senate Majority Leader, Mitch McConnell, has presented this bill, but this bill combines the $2,000 stimulus checks with a repeal of Section 230 and the creation of a commission to investigate voter fraud. And this does not even guarantee. Okay, let me be clear. Number one, there's no guarantee that this will come up for a vote on the floor of the House. This is a comedic bill. I mean, if I had a bicycle horn to just sort of make a joke at this, wait, I do. That's how valuable this bill is. This bill is as valuable as. All right, so even if the Senate Majority Leader brings this bill to the floor of the Senate for a vote, it's going to fail because the Democrats aren't going to vote for it. I hope you folks I need to emphasize that this is a complete waste of time. Okay, which is why I spent a grand total of 60 seconds reviewing the bill. The Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer has called this bill a cynical gambit, and he said it would serve as a blatant attempt to make sure that the $2,000 stimulus checks did not pass and fail. And again, the Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell may not even bring this to the floor of the Senate for a vote. To be honest, whether he does or doesn't may not matter, because the Democrats are going to be like, nah, not going to do it. I know a lot of people have been talking about, well, will we get 60 senators on the floor of the Senate? So that 60 senators assumes 47 Democrats and 13 Republicans. Will 47 Democrats and 13 Republicans vote for a bill that includes $2,000 stimulus checks? Maybe. But will they vote for a bill that includes $2,000 stimulus checks and repeal of Section 230 and a commission to investigate voter fraud? No way, Jose. No way, Jose. They're not going to do it. So this again has severe implications for Kelly Loeffler and David Perdue. I've talked about that. That's a week from today. And so, there are a lot of Senate Republicans also who don't support the bill. In fact, John Cornyn, who's a Texas Republican and a close ally of the Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, said that he was opposed to the $2,000 stimulus checks. And he said this is just opportunistic on the part of the House. They've got an issue, and unfortunately, it seems to be drowning out all the other good stuff we've done. So he's basically saying, look, man, we did the $900 billion plan, right? We did it. So just, it's good stuff. So appreciate it. That's basically what the senator from Texas is saying. And so Chris Murphy, who's a Democrat from Connecticut, said, if we start adding poison pills to the $2,000 payment bill, that's just another way of telling the American people that this body does not support $2,000 payments. So what are the odds of the $2,000 stimulus check passing in the House? Zero. These are the odds. So, guys, listen. I'm adding some levity to this to help you guys digest this bizarre news. I'm not going to curse on camera. You are never going to find me curse on camera. But I'm never going to. These are just games being played. So keep in mind that here's the interesting thing. Even without a vote, this kind of gives the president what he asked for, which was a promise for the Congress to consider these three things. So, it might be. This is the way this is going to unravel. The president will say, when he's campaigning for David Perdue and Kelly Loeffler next Monday, the president will say, look, I fought for the $2,000 stimulus checks, but the Democrats blocked it in the Senate. That's what he's going to say. The Democrats will say, we supported the $2,000 stimulus checks and we passed it in the House. And then they'll say, the Republicans introduced poison pills in the Senate, so therefore we couldn't stand for it. And then Republican senators will say, the House was opportunistic in trying to undo all the good work we did. These are the messages that we are going to hear. You, my viewers and subscribers, can pick whichever poison you want. You want the red pill or the blue pill, pick your poison and participate in the blame game. That is what these politicians want. The truth is, they all failed us. Every single one of them failed us. That is the truth. It's the harsh truth. But if you want to blame someone, be my guest. Blame whoever you want. Have at it. But this is where things are right now. The president tweeted, that Republicans had a death wish. I covered that earlier on this channel. But I want to be clear. The Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell has one long-term priority and one short-term priority. His long-term priority is maintaining Republican control of the Senate. And to do that, he needs Kelly Loeffler and David Perdue to win next Tuesday. To do that, he needs President Trump. And to appease President Trump, he needs to put this toilet paper bill. This is the toilet paper bill, right? He needs to put the toilet paper bill on the floor of the Senate for a vote. He may not even put it on the floor of the Senate for a vote, but he still will end up appeasing the president. And by the way, if he does put it on the floor of the Senate for a vote and it fails the Senate, then that gives the president ample opportunity to blame Democrats for causing it to fail on the floor of the House. Excuse me, on the floor of the Senate. And then the Democrats will say, no, 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 no. If it was standalone, we would have passed it. But because it has Section 230, we can't stand behind that. So there it is, guys. Pick your poison. So Bernie Sanders, by the way, the independent, sometimes independents are, sometimes independents we don't agree with, but sometimes independents make a lot of sense. And Bernie Sanders said the working class of this country today faces more economic desperation than at any other time since the Great Depression of the 1930s. And let me come back to the Senate Majority Leader for a second. He has a short-term priority and a long-term priority. His long-term priority is maintaining Republican control of the Senate. His short-term priority, which by the way is why he reconvened the House, the Senate, which is why he reconvened the Senate, is he wants to process the override of President Trump's veto on the National Defense Authorization Act, which did not include the changes that the president wanted in Section 230. So, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell wanted that vote to be tomorrow on Wednesday, but Bernie Sanders, Bernie, I'm applauding for Bernie because I think he's honestly the only guy that's trying to think about, that's trying to think about the plight of those who are struggling to put food on the table, the plight of those who are struggling to make rent, the plight of those who are homeless or on the verge of eviction, the plight of those who can't keep the lights on. Bernie Sanders essentially objected to the vote tomorrow and made it clear that he would draw the process out, which means this could go into New Year's Eve, which, by the way, could affect Kelly Loeffler and David Perdue because they might need to, be in the Senate instead of campaigning because they're still senators, they're still Republican senators. So, guys, so an inexperienced viewer will, oh, when am I getting the stimulus check? What's in the bill? This is a series of interconnecting dots. This is a series of interconnecting dots that I try to educate you about. And I think that when you understand the big picture, the brain can make sense of all this because in the end, our brain has had way too much to process this year. We've had to think about, why am I dependent on the government? Why am I dependent? Why am I on YouTube? Why am I on YouTube looking for information on stimulus checks? Why am I on YouTube looking for information on I'm not going to curse, on unemployment benefits? You see, this is fundamentally an unfair situation for many of us because we don't even want to be in this situation. But so the reason I'm explaining the big picture and helping you connect the dots is because I want this to make sense for you. I care for you. I want this to make sense because when the human brain can make sense of something, then I think we can deal with it. There are actually research studies done. As long as human beings are given a reason, they are more likely to want to do something. There's a book called Influence by Robert Cialdini. And in the book Influence, there were a bunch of individuals standing in a line, and somebody wanted to, cut across and go to the front of the line. Now, obviously, if you go tap someone and say, "Hey, can I cut?" Yeah, people are like, "Get out of here." But they did a study where a person just tapped on someone's shoulder and says, "Hey, do you mind if I go ahead?" Because they just said the word because, and guess what? Because they gave a reason, they were like, "Oh, okay, sure." And so they tested the veracity, they tested the strength of the reason because, and it could have been a completely BS reason. They actually did a study where somebody said, "Can I cut in line because I'm running late and because I need to do this?" And people are like, "Okay." They then tested a reason where the person trying to cut in line said, "Can I cut in line because I need to?" Okay, now that sounds ridiculous, right? Because I need to. But people allowed that person to cut in line because that person gave a reason. So even though the reason made no sense, the fact that there was a reason made that person more likely to get across. The point is, I explain all this and I try to connect these dots because I want this to make sense for you guys. I want to help you make sense of this madness. So, back to where we are right now. Sanders cannot stop the NDAA vote. He can draw it out. Bernie Sanders, Bernie Sanders, wakes up in the morning like, yeah, I'm going to make life difficult for the Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, and Mitch McConnell like, Bernie, man, Bernie, Bernie, I'm going to forget about you and go and drink my brandy in my $5,000 leather chair and drink that brandy from that, glass bottle that rich people drink from, like my $2,000 bottle of brandy while I'm cursing at Bernie and, smoking my cigar while I have like a poodle on the floor next to me and somebody massaging my feet and, bringing me, well done sirloin steak. All right. So Sanders, like I said, cannot stop the vote, but he can only draw it out. And many lawmakers are opposed to drawing this process out, and they'd rather be hanging out with their families on New Year's Eve, to be honest. Plus, they don't want the election for Kelly Loeffler and David Perdue to get impacted. So, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell has said he would begin the process of addressing the issues raised by the president. He has not committed to any votes. So, for the 1% of my viewers who are hoping that the $2,000 stimulus checks get a vote on the floor of the Senate, it may happen. For the 1% of you who think that this is going to pass, I got bad news for you. So, he's not committed to any votes. It may get voted on, but it's designed to fail. Okay, let's look at this. Let's look at the toilet paper bill. There it is. All right. So, guys, so that's what we have going on. And he has not committed to any votes on the stimulus checks or anything else. And should the Senate Majority Leader be forced to bring this for a vote on the floor of the United States Senate, he has that option. But the intent is clear. The intent is clear. Give the president what he wanted if and when this goes away. And keep in mind, we only have a few days to make this happen. It's not like this can hang indefinitely. If by the end of the week there is no vote and decision on this, it's almost like these bills no longer exist because, then a new year starts and there are new sessions, bills need to be reworked. So this week is a week where the Senate Majority Leader will buy time for this to go away. He's probably sitting in his leather chair drinking brandy right now saying, let the next few days pass and this madness will end. When he says this madness, he's referring to the fight for the $2,000 stimulus check and the repeal of Section 230 and the committee for the setting up of the election. And he's trying to make sure the president is chilled out for this week. So that's where things stand, everybody. That is the truth, wherever it might lead us. And guys, that is the thing that I'm helping you connect the dots, guys. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. My name is Dr. Nitin Chhoda with Ignition Time. I want you to know that I greatly, greatly appreciate you. If you don't know anything about me, check out my video right here. You'll learn more about who I am, what my journey has been like, and why you should listen to me. I have the fortune, the honor, the privilege of living the American dream. Although we cover politics on this channel, I want my viewers and subscribers to know that for me, it's not about the red or the blue, it's about the red, white, and blue. I'm not Democrat, I'm not Republican, I'm American. We are all Americans first. I want our viewers and subscribers to know that this channel, the Ignition Time channel, is about the country, it's about the economy, and it is about your money. We cover important matters that are relevant to the country, that in turn impact the economy, and that by extension impact the money in your wallet. There are many, many different playlists on our channel. You will find playlists on financial freedom, playlists on managing your money, playlists on politics, playlists on administration announcements, all sorts of playlists that help you keep up with this crazy world that we live in, because there's a lot of craziness in the world, that's for sure. There are times when this world is so crazy that you feel like just smashing the screen, but I don't want you to smash the screen. I want you to have a clear screen so you can watch the Ignition Time channel. I want it to be raining money for you. And the way it'll rain money like this is when you understand what's happening in the world around you. I want us to be in a perpetual party mode, regardless of what happens in Congress, regardless of what happens with the president. Doesn't matter whether it's President Trump or President Biden. I want us to essentially be in a party mode. I want us to be happy. I want us to be able to understand how the world works so that we can essentially do what is best for ourselves and our family. If you want to get breaking news and alerts from us, please get your cell phone out. Send a text message with the word ignition or with the word time in the body of the text message and send that to 70,000. That's 70000. You'll get added to our SMS alerts list. You'll get breaking news. You'll get important alerts about the country, about the economy, and about your money. Now, you'll also get information about any programs we might release. You can opt out of the SMS messages at any point in time that you want. If you want, you can get added to our email list. Simply go to ignitiontime.com/alerts. That's ignitiontime.com/alerts. And then you can get on our email list. Now, you can opt out of the email list or the text message list at any point in time that you want. No worries about that. Also, remember that YouTube does not always send out notifications on time. This is technology. Sometimes the notifications come late. So all you have to do is simply bookmark youtube.com/ignition time. That's youtube.com/ignition time. And then you'll be able to visit the home page of our channel and then check out our videos at any point in time that you want. So make sure you do that. Also, if you learn something new from this video, please consider sharing this video with just 2 friends or family members. Just 2 friends or family members can benefit from this content. It'll really help me out. It helps out the YouTube algorithm as well. You'll always find links to all of our resources in the description section below. So make sure you check out the description section below, because you'll be able to dig deeper into the content and all our news sources. We use a variety of news sources to bring you the latest news, to bring you the most cutting edge news. Also, please comment below. I'm very proud of our community. Our community is bipartisan, it's growing, it's highly intelligent, it's respectful. I look forward to healthy debates within our community, and I participate in our community as much as I can myself. Our community is growing very, very rapidly. Finally, please click like, please subscribe, please enable notifications. I would really appreciate that. That would mean a lot to me. Gently ignite that like button, gently ignite that subscribe button, because the name of our channel is Ignition Time. I do have a crystal ball, as you can see right here, and I do make predictions about the future. I'm not always right, but I do my level best. Thank you so much. If you want to participate in my crystal ball predictions, please subscribe, please enable notifications. I'll bring some humor, I'll bring some levity, and most importantly, I'll bring transparency and truth to all news about the country, about the economy, and about your money. Join me in this journey about the truth, in our search for the truth, wherever that might lead us. I appreciate you for watching. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode of Ignition Time. Thanks. Bye.